everybody, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. If you're new here, I'm Buchi, a music producer and content creator. I've been living in Los Angeles for the past 6 months, but surprise, I've decided to move back to China. I know a lot of you have been wondering why I haven't uploaded anything in a while. So in today's video, I want to share everything that's been going on, the ups, the downs, what living in LA was really like for me and why I made the choice to leave. I will also be talking about what's next for me, what kind of content you can expect moving forward, and how I'm feeling about this new chapter. So grab a coffee, get comfy, and let's catch up. I've got a lot to tell you. If you watched that video, I talked about why I moved to LA. It was because I saw so many amazing videos of people making music together in studios. The vibe, the creativity, the energy, it just looked like a dream. I wanted to experience that too, and I did get to experience some of that. I met a lot of amazing producers. I went to real studios and I saw LA at 4 a.m. There were nights when I'd spend hours in the studio working on songs, just vibing, creating, and then I'd drive back to my apartment as the sun was rising. The sky just starting to change colors. It was beautiful. It feels like, yeah, this is the life I wanted. But then reality hit. I had to be in class just a few hours later because I was enrolled in a full-time program for my visa. My days were packed with schoolwork, assignments, exams, and even though it was a music school, it didn't actually help me much with my personal growth as an artist. That's the reason one. The reason two is I was living in Hollywood, which sounds cool, right? And yeah, in the first couple days, I feel there was so interesting and fresh to me. Things were happening all the time, but after a while, it just feels noisy and I can't really focus. I realized that I'm the kind of person who needs peace and quiet to create. I start to really miss the natural and far away from the city's vibe, and the food in America, I couldn't get used to it. At first, I really enjoyed In-N-Out and the tacos, but the next week, I start to miss the food from China. So I had two options. One is cook at home, which sounds healthy until you realize cooking means prep, cooking, cleaning, and losing 2 hours of your life just to eat a bowl of noodles. And option two is to drive 30 minutes to the nearest Asian restaurant, spend $20 on a bowl of meal. I could get it from China for $2, and hope it's actually good. It's basically a constant battle between time and money. Do I want to spend my time to save money or spend my money to save time? Either way, I'm tired and still hungry sometimes. Anyone else struggling with this food dilemma in a foreign country? Let me know in the comments so I don't feel so alone. And speak to the cost, one thing I didn't fully realize before moving to LA is just how expensive life here can be. Over the past 6 months, I've spent more money than I ever have at any point in my life. I checked my bank statements recently, and on average, I'm spending about $5,000 a month, and that's just for basic living expenses. Rent, food, transportation, nothing extravagant. I share an apartment with roommates, so there isn't a luxury lifestyle, it's just the cost of being here, and that number doesn't even include my tuition. It's made me reflect a lot on what independent life really means, because yes, I'm learning, growing, doing what I love, but I'm also constantly thinking about whether it's sustainable in the long term. LA is a city full of opportunities, but it also comes with a price. Not just financially, but emotionally and mentally too. I'm not saying it's not worth it, but I think it's important to acknowledge that living here isn't always as glamorous as it looks from the outside. And now that I'm back, Honestly, I feel a lot more grounded. Back in the home studio I left 6 months ago, my parents kept all my gear, my instruments, everything exactly the way I left it. I'm honestly so grateful. They told me there will always be your home, you're always welcome here, and I believe that. But deep down, I know I'm only here for a while. There's still so much I want to do, so many things I need to build on my own. For now, I've given myself 5 months. 5 months to slow down, to rest, to shut out the noise. During these months, I want to focus on the things that truly matter to me. Things that don't scream for attention but bring long-term peace and fulfillment. Music has always been everything to me. It's not just my passion, it's the core of who I am. So for these 5 months, I've decided to fully commit myself to building a foundation of my music career. First, I want to truly learn how to play piano and guitar, not just rely on MIDI to create beautiful melodies, but to be able to express my idea accurately through real instruments, with my hands and heart. Second, I want to create a new music IP that could be a brand in the future. Third, I will stay consistent with content creation, 1 YouTube video every week and 2 Instagram shorts. I want to share my journey, my process, and hopefully connect with people through it. Fourth, I will learn 2 new things every day. One music related, like learning a new Ableton feature or understanding how a specific thing works. And one non-music topic, maybe some new English, a piece of history, or something cool in science and tech. Lastly, I'm building a healthier, more disciplined lifestyle. Early mornings, regular exercise, less screen time, especially avoiding time-wasting short videos. I want to be present, focused, and intentional with how I spend each day. I don't know exactly where I will go after these 5 months. Maybe I will return to the US, but not as a student this time. Maybe I will go to another country and explore life from a new perspective. Or maybe I will choose to settle in a different city here in China. Right now, I don't need to have the answer. I just know that the harder I work, the more options I will have when the time comes. I'm really looking forward to the future, wherever it takes me. And honestly, I'm grateful I made the decision to come back home. This moment of pause of rebuilding feels like exactly what I needed. I've always loved having control over my own time, and once I notice something is constantly drawing my energy, I don't ignore it. I stop. I reflect. I ask myself, is this really where I want to be? LA gave me so much unforgettable moments. I met amazing people, made beautiful music, and got a taste of the life I once dreamed about. But when that dream starts to cost your peace, your health, and your freedom, maybe it's time to pause. Sometimes stepping back isn't giving up, it's actually the smarter move and the best way to move forward. So that's where I'm now, refocusing, rebuilding, and getting ready for the next chapter. If you stuck around during my break, thank you. I appreciate you so much. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Big things are still coming, just on my own term this time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you ever felt stuck or hard to provide your path. I'd love to hear your story too. And see you in the next one. Wish you guys have a good day. Bye bye.